welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be doing my first video for today. Yay! Finally! Damn, it's taking me a while. A whole bunch of issues that I'm sure when we get a little bit more acquainted we can go over. If you're just stopping by browsing, or you just happen to click on this look because you like the final product, then I would ask you to subscribe, definitely like and comment. It's going to be a quick get ready with me everyday look. Very basic. I think for most of my makeup styles it's probably a little bit simpler. It's just like a 2 or 3 tone color, all matte shadows. That I'm gonna be using my Morphe 350M palette. All right, let's get right into it.
On the AB on the track, yeah.
I thought I was gonna use this Jacob and Eli palette. I'm not, but I can show you guys the palette. This one represents, you know, a fun summery color. So there's a lot of, you know, the colors, the names are cute: sour, taffy. They're all named after like little candies, the bubble gum, sweet, coins, rings, gummy, jelly, lollipop. I love lollipop. Jawbreaker, super cute, super affordable, super potent. Like, this is it. If you are on a budget and you need some you need a palette to look poppin', this is it. And most of them come with shimmer and mattes, and so you'll have your base colors to do some transitions, and then you'll have some shimmer for, you know, for beginners, people who don't like to blend as much. I thought I was going to use this caramel, but it's a little too dark, so instead I'm going to use my Morphe palette, and I'm going to stick to using this one right here. It's like a blush pink. There's no names on this palette. They're just all matte colors. More like a blush pink taupe color. I'm gonna apply that. waterproof, but it works magic, and it's a felt tip, and I'm just gonna outline my eyes. My beauty blenders are not as moist as I would want them to be. Usually they're soaking wet. So what I'm gonna do is I want to use this coconut and rose makeup spray, and I'm just gonna push that down in there, get that moist, get that a little wet. Usually I run it under the tap for like 2 seconds, but I don't feel like getting up, so that's what I'm gonna do. When things are moist, they just tend to spread differently, give you a better finish. Not as chalky. I hate chalky, so I'm more like creamy, and it's very easy to get a chalky look when using matte everything, like my foundation matte eye color. So it's just very important to try to give yourself a little bit of, yeah, you know, a little bit of, so that it's not as dry as you would want it, as it would turn out. What I'm gonna do is use that same thing and spray over my face. It kind of smells gross. Yeah, the whole rose thing is not for me. I hate rose, I hate lavender, all that. I have this Boohoo Halo highlighter that I got from boohoo.com. It's in the color, doesn't even say, but it's the bronzy one, as you can see. I believe they have a gold one too. So I just apply some of that on my face. And I take the holy grail, the one and the only, NARS. I have the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the color I can't even say it, Marquises or Marquez or Marquises. Anyways, this is between Macchio and the next shade over. So it took me hell and high waters to get this shade. I don't know what it is with some Sephora's, but it didn't drop in this where I live. They didn't have this shade, so they had to get it shipped from Europe. Like, it was a whole thing. I'm not sure if they have it in store now, but when they first like revamped the whole thing and came out with it, I ran to buy it and they didn't have this. So yeah, this is the shade I'm using. There we go. We're getting some type of focus. That's how it's spelled for you ladies who's interested or think that this tone is perfect. For me, I found like the other two shades were a little too, one was too light, one was like a little too red undertone. So this worked out perfect for me. So I just go ahead and tap that. And you don't need a lot of this, sis. You really don't. 2-3 pumps. I mean, some people use like half a bottle every time they do makeup. That's your personal preference. I've never been that person. I don't like a really cakey look. This is just an everyday look, so it's really not that serious. So about 2-3 pumps will take your whole face, especially with NARS, because it is, oh, maybe like a little bit more. So maybe like 2 pumps. Yeah. Well, you get the message. This is about how much I use. Not a lot at all. And I will even spread this to my neck, because as you see, I have some blemishes on my neck. I will cover this with that. So that's all you need. I'm gonna use this as my foundation brush. I don't have a name to these brushes. I bought them at TJ Maxx in a pack. This one said foundation brush. I usually just literally spray some of that coconut and rose water on there. Just a quick little dab, and I go in and I blend. You want to draw that down too. Always want to get your neck and your chin. Most of the time when I'm about to go out, I'm not wearing, today I'm wearing a black shirt for the purpose of this video so we can see everything fully. But if I was to actually be getting ready to wear like a whole outfit, I usually wear like a bathrobe or a dusty, dirty shirt, because like you never know with makeup. And then I'm just usually very particular around my neck area, because if you don't blend it in properly, it can definitely you know, stain your clothes, and that's not fun for anyone. So for my forehead, I literally just gradually expand it. I don't really rub it in too much. One thing about me is I don't use a beauty blender to apply my foundation. I tried it. I just hated the outcome. I hated it. It was too much work too. Like, you have to wet the whole thing, and then you gotta sit there and literally like dab all your foundation in, when these brushes spread just fine, and if you don't overdo it with your hand, you won't overspread your foundation. Because I've definitely been in that same situation where I overspread it into my eyebrows, all that good stuff, and then you gotta go back and refill. Nobody wants to deal with that. So yeah, kind of just blend it all the way in. Next, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Lock It In powder foundation in the color Deep 71. I use this brush. This is just to lock in my foundation. And since I'm doing an everyday look, I am going to use two concealers that I don't use on a regular basis, but because it's just an everyday foundation, and I'm going to use my concealer brush. I'm going to use the Fiona Still's Full Coverage Perfect Finish Concealer in the color 09. I'm literally going to apply this on my under eyes. I take my beauty blender. Usually it's very wet for the water, but because it's not, I use my coconut and rose. Spritz, spritz, and then I sit down and I literally blend it all in till I'm satisfied. I'm very specific not to go into my eye makeup, so I go around it and up, and I just blend, and I apply most of the product up here. So next, I'm gonna do real quick is grab my banana powder. This is my lifeline. It is that's what I use in banana, or the color is banana, I believe. Yeah, there's too many tags on the bottom. Not too aggressive every day, so I'm literally just gonna apply some of that in the baking area. Black Radiance Color Perfect foundation stick in the color Espresso. Love this. I use this as my contour, so I just did a little dab because it's an everyday look. It's been sitting on my face for a while, so if it doesn't blend, I get it. But what I do is I use a like an angled brush, flat brush, and I literally just blend it out. But while I'm blending it out, I'm drawing it straight down. I use a fluffy angled brush. It's not really flat, and I am using, so that the cover is broken, but I have two, so I'll show you it. It's this Black Radiance, like their blush. I love their blush. Oh my god. So I have this one, which is in Warm Berry. Then I have Toasted Almond. I use that one a lot. The cover's broken off, but that's what I'm using today. Toasted Almond. And I'm just gonna dab that in there, and I'm gonna pull it down, but not rub it in too much, because you don't want it to be too aggressive. Just slight little, you know, little hit them with a I love the Toasted Almond. Last, because it's an everyday look, we're almost done. I'm literally gonna use my Lorac Tantalizing, and I'm gonna put it all over my cheek. So I'm literally gonna put it in between my contour and my my big blush, my blush. I always do my nose, my chin, and I always do the line right between, you know, those two little dots over there at the top. What I do is I'm gonna use the Maybelline Total Temptation. This is really good, from the drugstore, and I'm literally just gonna go in and base my lashes, my actual lashes. And keep in mind, when I'm putting it on, I'm like, you see what I'm doing? I'm pulling, I'm fluttering my lashes. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm moving them up and down so it applies itself. And I'm literally just gonna get that all in there, just to prime it for my actual, for my lashes. Oh, this is my bottom lip too. So personal preference. You don't need it, but this is what I do. We almost done. Prime, Correct, and Set by BB. I'm just gonna spread that all over my face. The Urban Decay all-nighter. Can't really see it, whatever. Get that even on my neck. I like my face to be super moist. I use these mink lashes if I'm doing something more dramatic or something more like a night out where it's like a glam night. I use this. And so this is a bad package to show you. I'll show you this one. It's called Tuta Alexi, and that's the brand name. This is where you can find them. And this styles in Rebecca, and they're 100% handmade mink lashes. Grab your tweezers, and what you want to do is just pull off the lashes, and then I just like to bend them so that they fit my eye. Yeah, I put them on the table. My table's white, it's done for. But I put them on the table so that they can start to air dry. As you can see, this setting spray, sis, come on with the subtle glow. Come on now, like, this is an easy one too. Can't do you wrong because you still look popping. You know, oh, your makeup's nice, but then it's really not too dramatic. It's basic subtle colors. You can wear it with anything. You can wear it anywhere, which is why it's like my everyday go-to look. This or my smoky brown lid, which I'll do in another tutorial, but super basic. And if you're someone who's just comfortable with this final look, you don't even need to do the lashes. You can just wear your everyday lashes out as long as you put some mascara on them. So yeah, next up, to place them on my eye, I'll try and get close to the camera. What I do, and again, if I'm looking beneath me, sorry, it's because I'm looking at the mirror. You see, there's this gem here with the glue. It's kind of tacky. I didn't let it sit long enough, but I go ahead and I place them on my lid and I start pushing down. So you want to place the lash like right above. The whole lid fell, bruh. I'm a mess. Anyways, oh, it has a fuzzy on it. Sorry. We got one of them on. Let's get the other one on. Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is where I'm at. That's good enough for me. What I'm gonna do next is I am going to use. Damn, if I clean it up. My NK automatic lip liner. And you want to always make sure your lips are first moisturized, so I use my handy dandy ballistics, berry flavored, 99 cents. Can't go wrong, sis. Go ahead and so I line my lips and then I take. First I use, this is by, there's no name. It's called Chico Glaze though. Let's see if the other one has a name from the same brand. Oh yeah, but it's from the beauty supply. It's like the matte lipsticks. It's the brown. It's called Chico Glaze. You can usually find it at your beauty supply. And I literally just go around the base of my lid on top of my liner. And I blend that in. Like so. And then I am going to use my LA Colors Matte Lip in Sultry, and I'm just gonna hit that all in the center. Put that all on top. And you just wanna, I'm not really rubbing it, more of like to spread it, get out the corners, but you still see that brown rim. Some people don't like this color to be that aggressive. I don't mind it, so it just works for me. But yeah, we're gonna do that. And then last, I take my eyelash is completely coming off. A mess. I take this. It's by ColourPop and it's called Moonchild. And I just put a little bit of the Moonchild on top to give a nice glow. Okay. Do that. Look, it's my everyday go-to easy 1-2 beat. You could look like Barbie without doing the most. You don't need super aggressive eyes to be popping. But if you like, again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Shout me out. Follow me on all social media sites at TrillC on Instagram, at TrillC on Twitter. And I believe I have well, I have Pinterest, but I don't really post on it. But I have Snap, but I don't really use that either. So, but if you want to follow me, it's the same handle at TrillC. I always follow back. Peace, love. Don't forget to stay prayed up. Always spread love. And remember, happiness is a choice, y'all.